Thank you for joining our pre-recorded webinar for the Northeast Regional Food Business Center. My name is Jana Sproul, and my colleagues and I are excited to announce the launch of our Business Builder application. In September of 2022, USDA announced $400 million to fund the USDA Regional Food Business Center initiative. In May of 2023, 12 organizations were selected to lead efforts in their region and serve all areas of the country. The USDA Regional Food Business Centers support producers by providing technical assistance and capacity building to farms and food businesses to increase their viability and access a variety of local and regional markets. By strengthening connections between rural and urban areas, the regional food business centers will drive economic opportunities across the regions, creating a more diversified and resilient food system. The center's grant streams are for technical assistance providers as well as individual small and mid-sized farm and food businesses, which we will talk about today. Additionally, we will have a technical assistance provider directory and online courses that will be addressed later in the presentation. The objectives of the Northeast Regional Food Business Center include the four main focus areas: coordinating a regional network of Northeast food system partners and connecting with other regional food business centers nationwide, increasing the amount and variety of regionally grown products and food businesses through technical assistance and capacity building funding, increase the capacity of regional supply chains to identify, procure, aggregate, market, and distribute products to major Northeast markets, and building sustainability into regional food business center activities to ensure continued growth and resiliency beyond the program timeline. The Business Builder application will launch February 24th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Between March 3rd and March 27th, 4 informational sessions will be made available to go over and for producers and businesses to ask questions. Please visit our website to find out the specific dates and times. On April 7th, applications will close at 4:59 p.m. Eastern Time. We will not accept late applications. In July, announcement of subawards will begin, and in August, projects will be able to commence.
Hi there, my name is Jade Umberger. I am the grants manager for the Regional Food Business Center at NASDA Foundation. I'm excited to be on this call to announce the funding tracks that we have coming up. So, in this first round of Business Builder, we are excited to announce 3 funding tracks. One specifically for equipment, one for business development, and another for product and market expansion. These tracks, we believe, are unique to the Northeast and speak to the needs of the businesses in our region. So we're going to start with a description of track 1, equipment. The first track that is for equipment is all about special use equipment. So the purpose is to allow businesses to purchase special purpose equipment for post-harvest activities. So anything after the farm gate, after the landing to table. So after a carrot is picked, after a fish is caught, any of these equipment purchases can be covered under this first track. This includes processing, storage, and transportation to market. Allowable expenses include special purpose equipment and any associated technical assistance or maintenance. So if you're purchasing some equipment that you really need to know how to use, you can get technical assistance that helps you and your staff get trained on that equipment. Amounts for this track are $25,000 to $50,000. And eligibility includes farm and food businesses, including aquaculture and wild-caught marine businesses with 350,000 or less in annual sales. This is the Regional Food Business Centers, the Northeast Regional Food Business Centers definition of small business. And then the duration, these projects must be completed by August 31st, 2027. Project examples for Track 1 equipment include wash and pack stations, refrigerated vans, which is very exciting, food safety upgrades, cold storage units, processing equipment and appliances, associated installation and maintenance. In these provided examples, just as a reminder, they're offered for illustrative purposes and don't constitute an exhaustive list. So if you can think of something in this category of special purpose equipment that is post-harvest, it's likely that it is included in this track. Our second track is all about business development. This track purpose is for supporting business financial acumen and industry knowledge. So allowable expenses include any business technical assistance or training, including business development, marketing, anything that allows your business to expand. The amount that this track can cover is $15,000 to $25,000. The eligibility includes farm and food businesses, aquaculture and wild-caught marine businesses with at least $350,000 or less in annual sales. And the duration of these projects, they must be completed by August 31st, 2027. So the eligibility and duration is the same for track 1 and 2, but allowable expenses and amounts are different. Project examples for track 2 business development include strategy development, supply chain analysis, food safety training, value chain coordination, workforce development. And again, a reminder that these examples are just for illustrative purposes and don't constitute an exhaustive list. If you can think of something else that your business needs to expand in post-harvest activities or in business development services, it is likely included in this list. And finally, track 3, product and market expansion. This track's purpose is to assist businesses in expansion through new products, broader markets, and wider distribution. Allowable expenses include special purchase equipment and business technical assistance training. So the two allowable expenses in track 1 and track 2 combine in this third track. And the amounts in this track are greater than 1 and 2. The amount allowable is $50,000 to $100,000. Eligibility for this third track is farm and food businesses, including aquaculture and wild-caught marine businesses with 1 million or less in annual sales. So this is a bump up from our small-sized businesses in track 1 and 2. This includes mid-sized businesses, which for the Northeast Regional Food Business Center is 1 million or less in annual sales. And the duration, projects must be completed by August 31st, 2027. That's the same for all 3 tracks. Project examples for track 3 include market analysis, packaging supplies, kitchen appliances, product development, software implementation, and staff time. So any equipment, special use equipment, and technical assistance combined in this third track. And again, the examples offered are just for illustrative purposes. There are many more creative ways that you can use this.
Thank you, Jade. What we have here is a comparison of each track side by side to make it easy for you to follow and determine who is eligible and what the purpose of the funding track is. Track 1 and track 2, as Jade mentioned, are specifically for small-sized farm and food businesses who make in annual sales $350,000 or less. Track 3, which is the combination of track 1 and 2, is for small and mid-sized producers who make $1 million or less in annual sales. All projects must be completed within 24 months. Earlier, Jade covered the allowable uses for grant funding. Let me share the non-allowable funding uses. the purchasing of land, buildings, or real estate, construction, demolition, or other major rehabilitation of any building, structure, or land, general purpose or non-specialized equipment, such as office furnishings, motor vehicles, including tractors, trucks, or trailers. And then production-related costs, such as seeds, fertilizer, and other production inputs. Remember that this funding is for specifically post-harvest activities from farm gate or landing to the table. We have provided a list of resources to help you prepare your application. This webinar recording will be made available. The request for applications, the RFA, where you will find all of the requirements and things that you will need to know about program specifics. The application checklist, which will also highlight how to obtain a unique entity ID from sam.gov. The scoring rubric, highlighting the specific point allowances for each section. A list of frequently asked questions. The information sessions that will be made available in March and their specific dates and times. The Community Hub Technical Assistance Directory, which producers and businesses can go to if they need to search for any assistance in grant support. And for general inquiries, please visit Northeast RFBC at NASDA.org. Also, please remember to subscribe to our Regional Food Business Center Network newsletter for updates and announcements. The Community Hub is led by Cornell University's Center for Regional Economic Advancement, also known as CREA. This hub effectively extends the resources that we are able to offer farms, food businesses, and technical assistance providers throughout the Northeast and make the center itself more durable. The kind of resources that the hub provides are online, and they consist of a TA provider directory and online courses. I'll now pass it to my colleague, Jen Smith, who leads Food and Ag Innovation Programs at CREA.
Prioritized this work because while the current funding for the center is finite, building assets that are available online with minimum support needed to keep them operational is a way to extend the center's work beyond the life cycle of the funding that's available. So with the TA directory and with the courses and online curriculum we're offering, we're doing work that allows technical assistance providers to reach a broader audience, food businesses and farms to reach TA providers that are answering their business needs. In doing this, we're helping strengthen the entire ecosystem and helping farms, food businesses, and TA providers succeed. This allows us to do a better job as a center and ensures ongoing growth, resilience, and sustainability in the region and for the center.
My name is Amanda Pittman, and I work for Cornell's Center for Regional Economic Advancement, which we refer to as CREA. I serve as a member of CREA's Food and Ag Innovation team that is led by Jen Smith, who you just heard from. As Jen shared, CREA is responsible for developing and maintaining the center's community hub, which is essentially a virtual home for assets other than capital that are accessible to the entire Northeast region that are needed for food producers to develop more durable businesses. There are two main components of the Community Hub: a directory of technical assistance providers, as Jen mentioned, and a curriculum of entrepreneurial and business training courses for food producers and technical assistance providers. We've created a comprehensive directory of technical assistance providers that captures all of our region's relevant sectors and will work to reduce barriers over time. Through this resource, users can connect with a network of organizations that offer business, technical, and financial support tailored to farms and food producers. Our goal in building this directory is to create a resource that's easy to use and connects food producers with the support they are looking for. You can see in this image of the directory's search function that users can filter listings by location, type of service needed, production sector, and/or fee structure. Next slide. Here you can see what an individual listing looks like and the information that's shared. Users can search for organizations and specialists that provide services ranging from access to capital, to legal assistance, to food business operations. And the production sectors that are searchable reflect the diverse food system that supports our 11-state region, ranging from dairy products to fruits, vegetables, and herbs to marine products. Next slide. The online business development curriculum we're creating is just as accessible as the directory. These self-paced courses will consist of short training videos featuring food entrepreneurs, agricultural specialists, and other innovators sharing best practices and helpful tools to build a successful, resilient business that can scale over time. These training videos will be available to any food producer or technical service provider with access to the hub. We encourage you to check out our first two courses. Our Finance 101, Farm and Food Business Financial Essentials, covers topics such as budgeting and developing a business plan. And then there's our Introduction to the Center, which covers the center's goals, our resources, and what it means to be a grant recipient. Next slide.
Thanks, Amanda. It's always great to hear what CREA is up to with the Northeast Regional Food Business Center. Thanks everyone for watching today. We're so excited to see your application come through. You can use this QR code to visit our website for more information on the application. You can also use the QR code to get to CREA's technical assistance provider directory. So again, thank you so much for watching. We're really looking forward to these applications. I think this program is so great for the Northeast, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.